Today I want to talk about where does the concept come from? Well, I think it comes from thin air and from a variety of sources. Some people derive great inspiration from looking through the newspapers or observing what's going on the news online and adapting it to whatever project they wish to work on next. Kind of reality-based contemporary stuff. There are other sources of inspiration. A concept, an idea, it can come at you like a flash of lightning. In my experience, it can come through a word or a phrase. For example, several years ago, I heard the phrase cloak and dagger, which usually refers to intrigue and espionage. And I remember thinking, well, that would make a very good title for a spy series. And then later on, why don't I adapt it to a series of spy novels? In 1997, when John Major, the Conservative Prime Minister, was preparing to stand down, he was explaining the process that would enable a new leader of the Conservative Party to be selected. And he spoke of a reasonably brief interregnum between the two periods. And I can't say I'd actually heard that word, interregnum, before, but my attention was immediately spiked by it. And I looked it up, and it was a word that describes the interlude between one era and another. So 18 years of Tory rule was coming to an end, John Major's premiership was coming to an end, and in fact New Labour swept into office with Tony Blair, and John Major was looking ahead to his successor as not the Prime Minister but the leader of the Conservative Party. So the point for him stepping down as Prime Minister, John Major, and the point where there will be a new leader of the Conservative Party, he would be like a caretaker leader of the Conservative Party. That was the interregnum. That was the interlude. So I thought, well, actually, interregnum is an excellent title for a thriller, a political thriller. So I've got that title for something in mind. So it's words, it's expressions, carte blanche, where you give someone unlimited mobility to do something in the way that they decide to do it. I've also got an idea for that. So a word or a phrase can stir up an emotion and an idea. Now, I've talked already about writing through the seasons. You know, you're in midwinter and you kind of think, I should write something about winter time. I mean, you're more prone to watch films set on the ski slope in winter than summer anyway. You're more likely to watch films set on a beach in summer than winter anyway. So that's another way of going about it. You're in a particular season and you want to, and we've covered that already. And then there's a genre. You might want, no, I want to write something, I want to write a musical. That's what I thought in 2017 and set about doing it. Or I want to write a horror story. I want to write a romance. And then you get thinking about, you know, the subconscious kicks into gear and the ideas start to percolate. And next time, they're just some of the ideas, some of the ways in which you can get that flash of lightning, that source of inspiration to create the concept. And next time we'll be looking at, incidentally, it is January the 18th and I've still got my Christmas cards up. Like the Victorians, I believe in keeping them up until the last day of January. Anyway, next time we'll be looking at the hook, the thing that starts the whole script off. So until then, ciao.